So hello guys and welcome. So in this video I'm going to talk about Skifree, which is a port of a Windows game that I made for the Dreamcast. If you saw Sega Guru channel, you may have seen an earlier build of this game, but I since took the time to add a high resolution mode. So let's take a look. It works pretty much the same as in my 2D example that I showed in my previous video. I did have to patch SDL for it to work, and as you can see, we can select it. Of course, still requires an OSSC or a DC HDMI. I'm using an OSSC right now. I have no idea if it works on the DC HDMI. I should warn you. Now, it could be easily patched if the game ends up not working on the DC HDMI, but we'll see. You may see some bending on the video recording because this is 27 Hz and 960p. So as you can see, it does work fine at 960p on this game. Now I want to show you something else, which is 75 Hz on the Dreamcast, and this one actually should work with most games because it doesn't require any modifications to the source code. Well, it does, besides the fact that you have to set the video mode, but other than that you don't need to do any source code changes. You just need to add an additional function. So that's what I did. This is a plasma example that came with Catalyst OS. Now the issue with the 75 Hz mode is it's actually really hard to find a game that runs at 60 FPS and that uses the PVR API, and that is open source. Basically finding any game that runs at 60 FPS and with source code available. So yeah, I'm still gonna do the best, and that's why I'm not showing you the 120 Hz modes, because well, it would work on this plasma example, but yeah. Now let me show you what the TV reports. Now you can't see it on camera because I'm recording at 60 FPS, but yeah, as you can see, 75 Hz. Now the horizontal refresh rate, well, the horizontal resolution is wrong because my OSS is not properly configured right now. So let's do that right now. And that should be good. Let's see. Yes, so 640 by 480 at 70 Hz. No downsides whatsoever. Well, besides the fact that this mode is not going to work on a CRT or even on this one will actually work on most PC monitors, while the LCD monitors, they do support that refresh rate. So yeah, because it's part of the Visa standard, and so, but yeah, we get an extra 15 FPS, which is nice, but I mean, this is not a good example. This is really the best that I can do. Could not really find a game right now, at least on top of my head, that uses the Catalyst OS API stuff and that I can just put stuff, because most of the 3D stuff that I saw ran at like 30 FPS, so it would not benefit from that at all. In fact, it would be worse because of the tearing and stuff, but you get the idea. But yeah, you can also do 240 hertz and 120 hertz and 100 hertz also, but in the DreamHow source code it only showed off this one right here and 120 hertz and 240 hertz, stuff like that. So 120 hertz, my bad, actually is possible on the Dreamcast. On the PlayStation 2 you can also do 85 hertz at a high resolution, which is nice to see. But although on the PS2 you're actually gonna have a lot of issues because of VRAM, there's very little of it. There's like 8 megabytes of VRAM on the Dreamcast, which allow me to do like 960 by 960 with double buffering on Skifree. This would not even be possible on the PlayStation 2 to do that. It would be like single buffer only. So yeah, so that's pretty much it for this video, guys. Thank you for watching.